sports. It's in the game.
Yes, them a look good in my tight little dress. Rock it up and me make the man them obsessed. Put in the work when we dance and we sweat. Dangerous when you get smooth like the skin on my face. Draw figure eight when we wind up my waist. Bumper and boom, we no need either way. If you get it to the top of the plate. Wanna run it up, run it up, all night. If the lights went down, get your keep up, baby. You wanna drop it down, pick it up, turn around, lift it up for you all night. Bet you wanna get some of my dirty love, baby. The boys them all want me. Them gyal I get salty. When I'm talking spicy. It make you want bite me. You just want the flavor. You just want the flavor. You just want the flavor.
We're situated about 8 miles west of New York City at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. Here's Cairo Santos now ready to get this one started. And we are underway from MetLife Stadium. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here. Right. Yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
60 Eagles. Get it?
Here's Taylor to throw. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. So much for coming out throwing as it leads to an early 2nd down and long. Here's Taylor. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass.
Let's go. 19 tight. Trap 60. Go.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
Here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. It's a 4-yard return following a punt of 49. And the Bears take over. First carry for DeAndre Swift. And he'll get this to the 32.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough and run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Right back to Swift again on second down. And the defense closes quickly there. He'll get maybe a yard to the 33. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Here's Williams. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
One of the things we always talk about heading into a game, who's going to set the tone early, and very early on here, we're seeing the defense is showing they're going to continue to break pressure.
They smelled that early 3-and-out, brought the pressure, and the hit forced the incompletion. So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on fourth down. They'll go. Here's Williams. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. Swift going to try up the middle. And he'll take it across midfield down into Jet territory. The tackle by Quincy Williams.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Touchdown, Chicago! Keenan Allen, 49 yards. And the Bears are on the board first here this afternoon. Those are the drives that prove a lot. You got a rookie quarterback, Charles. You're on the road, takes him down, throws the touchdown pass.
And in a game like this, with, as you described, a rookie quarterback, the team usually says, okay, we got to take care of this guy. We got to protect him. But when he goes out and plays like this on the first drive on the road, he doesn't have to say, I'm here to be your leader. They just need to follow him.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Oh, and that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down.
Well, it certainly appears that they're going to try and keep getting him the football. That's the third time they've looked in his direction. Unfortunately, haven't completed one yet, but I'm not sure they're going to shy away from him. They feel like they've got something there, and they want to capitalize on it.
I think you're right. We're only in the first quarter. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Kyler Gordon picks it off. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. Certainly not his best throw that time, and not a good time to make it, Charles, when they were in nickel with 5 defensive backs on the field.
And that's exactly why you have those 5 DBs out there. You want extra speed on the field, guys who have ball skills and understand what the passing game can do, and gives them a chance to react and make a play on the football, and they take one of those away.
To the air, Williams. And that's out to the flat for Swift. So the completion gets him just a yard, and it's second down. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Bears with the football. We get set to begin quarter number 2. As they're looking at a second down and 9 to go. They will run straight ahead with Swift. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up. They're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Throwing is Williams. Looking for Allen. He's got him on the slant. And he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the first down. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. Looking to throw is Williams. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Sauce Gardner picks it off. And the Jets are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
They'll start on the ground. Hall. Up past the 25 to the 26. A gain of 5. 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd
Hawk
and
70,
5.
Hawk 70. Ready?
Play action. It's Taylor. Flush to his right. And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
Another incompletion there. That's 5 in a row now to start this game. He's got to take a deep breath now, step back, shake it off a little bit, trust his offensive line, and hope that his play caller dials up something that can give him a completion and get him going.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
Check, Bobcat, check, Bobcat.
Taylor. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Not many boos just yet from this home crowd, but they may be starting soon as I'm starting to detect an uneasy murmur through this crowd. This offense, they've been lifeless in this first half. And now here's another punting situation and a 4th down.
No move to pull the offense. Taylor's going to go for it.
Come on, set. Ready, ready.
Fourth down, here's Taylor. Escaping the pressure right. A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Bears are going to get the football back, and they're going to get it in great field position.
Ready, break.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had it and dropped it. That is an unforced error there, and it takes away what could have been a touchdown. Game clock sitting at 2:02, so they'll get one play before the 2-minute warning. They run out of the gun with Swift. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8.
Here we go, here we go. Left thing, 19.
To throw, Williams. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Keenan Allen with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Bears by 2 touchdowns. So it takes them just 3 plays here to find the end zone. And you remember, of course, this was all set up by their defense.
Yeah, they got the stop on 4th down, so I imagine the offense said to their defense, thank you very much for this great starting field position. And like you said, 3 plays later, they're in the end zone.
Santos now to add the PAT. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Makes the score Bears 14, Jets nothing.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now Taylor. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Picked up by Jaquan Brisker. And the Bears will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. That's Jermaine Johnson stopping that play before it begins, dropping it for a loss. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. To throw, it's Williams. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley.
I believe this is what you would call growing pains here, partner, because this defense obviously took the challenge facing the rookie, and they wanted to help indoctrinate him to the NFL. So now the big question is, can he answer that challenge and rebound with plenty of time remaining in this game?
After the interception, here's Taylor. Flushed out right. And this is incomplete.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
Taylor incomplete on first down. Here's 2nd and 10.
Ready.
On play action, they'll throw. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
Well, for incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, it certainly seems like a reflection of what we've seen so far in this game. The defense, quicker to the punch so far. Let's see if they can get something going here on 3rd down.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Ready. Mustang 19. Riggs. Ready.
Now Taylor. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Tyreek Stevenson picks it off. And the Bears are going to take over at their own 11-yard line. I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me, that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go. Hard to do when you've thrown this many interceptions. That's exactly the attitude that has to be adopted.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And to the right side here, it's Allen. They'll go play action here with Williams. He's going to float this one deep right side. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. It's Chuck Clark picking it off. And he will be out of bounds with no time remaining on what will be the final action of this first half. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3.
Brings it on to kick off for the Jets.
A 2-touchdown game, 14-0 the score as we get rolling again here in this second half. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, there were 3 talking points at the half, partner. All of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told them, guys, if you want to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you've got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit.
Now a 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Williams steps away to his left. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain.
Partner, just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
Williams from the gun on 3rd down. That's complete to Swift out of the backfield. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to move the sticks with a gain of 4 on 3rd and inches.
But they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Cole Kmet. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Jets will take over possession here up at the 44. But pretty much everything went their way offensively in the first half, but now an interception on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
As we know, the key to everything here, don't get careless with the football. The problem is you've got to stay aggressive as well. So where's the line between being aggressive and attacking and being overly aggressive? I think they just crossed it on that one.
Keeps himself upright. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long.
18 Rattler, 18 Rattler.
Here's Taylor. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. To throw is Taylor. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked by Kevin Byard. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. Boy, Charles, that is now 3 interceptions in 3 consecutive drives, and you can see he's just got a look of disgust and bad body language, understandably, as he walks off the field.
And I think it comes from the fact that he's not sure what he sees down the field, Brandon. I don't know if he's seeing ghosts. I don't know if he just can't read defenses. I'm not sure what it is, but that's why he's frustrated. Think about the defense right now. Every time they run on the field, they've gone from hoping to intercept a pass to expecting to intercept passes. Their confidence at an all-time high right now.
And my goodness, another interception. And the Jets are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
But based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
Takes it to about the 37.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
So from the 37, here's a 2nd and 8.
60 Bison. Shut up.
Taylor will throw. A short throw to Conklin, the tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Jet 1st down.
And that's the kind of play this offense needs to maybe kick them into gear a little bit. They've been stuck in neutral much of the game. Perhaps that can give a little bit of confidence that big plays are out there.
And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 3 quarters have come and gone. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now here at MetLife Stadium. It's Jet football, but they trail here as we start the 4th quarter. Still a few inches short of a 1st down as they come up now on 2nd down.
Ready.
Straight ahead is Hall. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up 1st downs.
Rig alert. Let go.
Taylor. And now here is another interception. Tyreek Stevenson picks it off. And the Bears are going to get it back here just shy of the 20. Boy, they get him yet again, Charles. 5 interceptions in this game. You rarely see this, maybe a couple of times in a season, but this defense, they've been fantastic.
It's certainly an example of watching a defense that is in the zone, right? We use that term so often, but most of the time, it's for people who are on offense. In this case, it's a defense as a whole, all locked in with each other, all ready to go.
And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. It's a gain of 35.
And this is seemingly how it's been all game long. This defense has been just a step too slow. And here they're burned again. Another big play.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And my goodness, another interception. And the Jets are right back in this football game. Yes, folks, that is his third interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around the defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
Go, Street. Go, Rig. Go. Hey, check that. Street. Go.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's got a man complete. Down the left sideline. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Davante Adams. 75 yards. And the Jets are finally on the board here in the fourth quarter. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And that one makes it 14-7. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30.
At their own 30-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And this game not quite over yet, and we'll likely see them take all three timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. From the gun, here's Swift. And not much room there, so he'll get it up only to about the 21. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. That one looks like he'll throw here. He'll get this complete to the rookie from Washington. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
To the air, Williams. And he'll find his man on the out route. That's Allen. And he'll only get this to about the 35, well short of the line to gain. So that one a hold right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that can be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll go. Here's Williams. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. The Bears tried it on 4th down, unable to convert. And that will force a turnover on downs. Here's 1st and 10.
Go, Champ. Go. Panther 11. Panther 11. Ready.
Now Taylor. They'll roll him out right. And he's going to get out of bounds with the 1st down. So that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the 1st and save a timeout. That one checks all the boxes, doesn't it? You get the 1st down, check. Get out of bounds, stop the clock, check.
Well, how about one last check? Keep your quarterback from getting hit. That's a big check.
Yeah, check there as well. Good call. Here we go. 1st and goal.
Let's go now.
They'll run with Hall. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line.
That's good hard running right there on 1st and goal. That gets him down to the 2 and puts a lot more pressure on that defense.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
Cougar 19.
Allen will score. Touchdown, New York. Just power football there. Down near the goal line. Give it to him. He's able to push his way across.
Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen come in after report like they're eligible. But all they're doing is getting a good stance, blocking, and getting their runner across the goal line.
Big play coming now for the Jets as they'll set up to go for 2.
Cowboy 80.
Now the Jets going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Now Zerline on to add the extra point. And no sweat, he puts it through, and we are tied here in the 4th. This one, all we could have asked for. All tied, final minute as the kick's away here. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. This is 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Williams. Oh, look at this. It's intercepted. And he'll bring this one back to the 29.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Here's 1st down.
Hurt. Check smash. Check smash. Here we go. Here we go. 18. Pioneer. Check smash. Check smash. 79 Broncos. Ready.
Taylor. Sliding out of the pocket. And he's going to be out of bounds to stop the clock. And they continue to move a little bit closer toward that potential game-winning field goal.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down. And don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
70 Ranger, 70 Ranger.
Now it's Taylor. Steps away. And that's going to be caught. Touchdown. And they've broken our tie here in the final minute.
Did you see them hold up 4 fingers at the start of the fourth quarter?
They were ready.
They were definitely ready. They may or may not have done that, but they certainly have played that way. The fourth quarter has belonged to them, and now the lead belongs to them as well.
So the Jet offense staying on the field. They're going to go for 2.
Three.
The Jets will line up for a 2-point conversion.
19 tight, 19 tight. Trap 60, trap 60. Ready, ready.
Taylor to throw. Oh, what a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. And around the goal line, especially on 2-point tries, sometimes the QB's best friend is that big target, the tight end.
I love how you described it because you know he's going to have some length and some catch radius as well as a big body to keep people away from the football.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Here's a diving catch right side. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. 2 timeouts still in their back pocket. It's 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. And the Jets have just about sewn up this football game. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And still 2 timeouts defensively, but even if they choose to use those, 3 kneel downs should be enough to get out of here with a victory.
And that's exactly what's being stated into the head coach's headset. Oftentimes they have a guy upstairs who monitors this at the end of the game. Little clock management 101.
That was an excellent come-from-behind victory, Charles, especially there in the fourth quarter. Both offense and defense were clicking. They're going to feel good about this one.
Boy, are they ever, because the deficit they faced certainly wasn't small. They obviously did not give up on that one, and in the end, how about that come-from-behind victory? They'll cherish this one for a while.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Jets as we say so long from MetLife Stadium.